Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOBH, Dorit Kemsley bombarded by PK in 9-page email. RHOBH star, Dorit Kemsley describes how she was bombarded by estranged husband, Paul PK Kemsley, via a lengthy email. The duo announced their split before season 14 began, though there had been trouble in paradise for some time. Now, the extensive drama is playing out and PK is not holding anything back. So, what was really in this email? Keep reading for more details. In season 13 of RHOBH, Dorit Kemsley shared how PK was not around enough when she needed him. She was still struggling with the aftermath of their home invasion and being held at gunpoint. Additionally, she suffered from some PTSD, and that was hard for her to manage. PK was traveling a lot and did not feel her PTSD was legit. Sometimes he thought that she was being more of a nuisance than anything, which hurt Dorit's feelings. When the reunion rolled around, however, she maintained that they were in a better place than they had been in a very long time. Fast forward to season 14, and on the premiere, she shared with Erica Jane that she and PK were separated. He was allegedly an alcoholic, and they needed time apart, so he had moved out, but they did not tell their two young children, Jagger and Phoenix. It soon became volatile, and he wanted a divorce, not even willing to work the marriage out, by Dorit's account. Then, on the Tuesday, February 4th episode of RHOBH, Dorit shared that PK sent her a 9-page email. On the show, she said 7-page. According to Bravo, Dorit Kemsley was essentially bombarded by this lengthy letter and what PK demanded of her. A lot had to do with money and how she needed to take over everything within a matter of months. It was predominantly financials. His expectations were within a month or two that I will be responsible for the mortgage and all the bills associated with the house. There was also discussion of custody, lawyers, and threats of, if this doesn't happen, I will be proceeding with divorce. Dorit had already explained that she felt blindsided by PK having his sober coach tell her they needed to separate. Now PK was dictating the next steps and not even giving her a chance to process or breathe. After receiving the email, Dorit Kemsley admitted that she had no idea who this man was. This was the first time in their nearly decade-long marriage that she had ever received something of this nature. He went full throttle, and it shocked Dorit to her core. I had never received a threatening email like that ever by PK. I have received bitter, threatening, in the heat of the moment texts and emails when we fought. But never like this. Finances? We've had conversations about it. Custody? No. Never these kinds of threats. The couple is still not divorced and has not taken any legal steps toward dissolving their marriage. Furthermore, they are in hot water for not paying for their home, so is currently in pre-foreclosure status. As to what will happen next, nobody knows, but it is not painting a nice picture of PK. Are you shocked by the shift in PK, or do you think Dorit is dramatizing it some? Let us know and watch RHOBA Tuesdays on Bravo. RHOBA, Dorit Kemsley bombarded by PK in 9-page email. In the dazzling, drama-filled world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where power couples, extravagant lifestyles, and secrets always seem to collide, Dorit Kemsley has once again found herself in the midst of a firestorm. This time, it's not a catfight with another housewife or a shocking revelation from a close friend, but rather a shocking email from none other than her husband, Paul PK Kemsley. In an unexpected turn of events, Dorit was blindsided by a deeply personal and confrontational 9-page email from PK. The message, which seems to have been carefully crafted to air out some long-brewing tensions, has left fans and insiders alike wondering what triggered such an explosive correspondence. What could have possibly led PK, who is usually seen as the calm and collected businessman with a flair for the dramatic, to send such a long-winded and emotional message to his wife? What was the cause of his frustration, and how did it all play out? The build-up to the Bombshell email. Dorit Kemsley has always been a fixture on RHOBH, known for her signature glam, impeccable style, and unapologetic attitude. However, it's been no secret that her marriage to PK has had its ups and downs. Their dynamic, while appearing picture-perfect on the surface, has been complicated by their busy schedules, financial pressures, and PK's often larger-than-life personality. In many seasons past, viewers have witnessed their occasional arguments, miscommunications, and moments of tension. But until now, there had been little indication that things had reached such a facade. Rumors of mounting tension between Dorit and PK had begun to circulate. The couple, who have been married for over a decade and share 2 children, seemed to be drifting apart in their own ways. PK's business ventures had suffered some setbacks, and with Dorit's expanding career and public persona, they found themselves spending more time apart. The cracks began to show on screen, with Dorit's emotional distance growing, particularly during social events where she was often seen confiding in her friends, like Kyle Richards and Lisa Rinna, about the state of her marriage. While Dorit had appeared strong and independent in the face of these challenges, it seemed that PK had been bottling up his own frustrations. Enter the infamous 9-page email. The contents of the email. While the full contents of the email remain private, it has been reported by multiple sources that PK's email was a deeply emotional and raw letter filled with accusations, grievances, and pent-up frustration. It's not clear whether PK intended for the email to be the final word in their ongoing disagreements or simply a way to air his emotions in a way he couldn't do face-to-face. But one thing is for sure, the email was a bombshell. Sources close to the Kemsleys have revealed that the message contained everything from pointed comments about Dorit's priorities, their marriage's communication breakdown, and PK's growing concerns about the future. Some of the most explosive accusations in the email reportedly revolved around Dorit's alleged lack of support for him in his business endeavors, with PK expressing his belief that she had become increasingly distant and preoccupied with her own career and social obligations. It seems that PK wasn't just addressing surface-level issues, but rather a deep-rooted feeling of emotional abandonment. He also allegedly accused Dorit of disregarding his opinions on family matters, claiming that she was making significant decisions without consulting him. In particular, sources claim PK felt that Dorit had been overly influenced by the opinions of her friends and fellow housewives, rather than seeking his counsel as a partner. At one point in the letter, PK is said to have referenced their children, expressing concerns that their marriage was affecting their family dynamic. Perhaps one of the most shocking elements of the email was PK's admission of feeling like an outsider in his own relationship. Throughout their marriage, PK has often played the role of the charming, supportive husband who, while making the occasional sarcastic remark, always had Dorit's back. But this email marked a dramatic shift. He painted a picture of a marriage that was no longer in sync, and the raw emotion he poured into the letter left Dorit, as well as their friends and fans, shaken. Dorit's reaction: shock and disbelief. It didn't take long for the news of the email to make its way to Dorit's circle of friends. Known for her sharp wit and ability to stand her ground, Dorit's reaction to PK's bombshell email was one of shock, disbelief, and confusion. According to those close to the couple, Dorit was not expecting such a pointed attack from her husband and was blindsided by the way PK had chosen to express his frustrations. Dorit has always been someone who values open communication and dialogue, so to receive such an overwhelming, one-sided message from PK felt like an emotional ambush. Rather than a calm, constructive conversation between partners, the email felt more like an assault on her character and their relationship. Reports say Dorit immediately reached out to PK, hoping to clarify the situation and open a line of communication. However, PK, it seems, remained distant and unyielding, sticking to his emotional stance. This moment has already begun to show up in upcoming episodes of RHOBH, where viewers will get an inside look at how Dorit processes the email and her growing concerns about the state of her marriage. The email itself becomes a major point of discussion in future episodes, with Dorit confiding in her closest friends about the impact it had on her. The fallout. Will Dorit and PK stay together? With such a significant emotional breach, fans are now left wondering, what does this mean for Dorit and PK's future? Will they be able to work through the issues raised in the email, or will this serve as the catalyst for a much-needed separation? While some fans of the show are already speculating that this could be the beginning of the end for the couple, others believe it may be just another bump in the road that will ultimately bring them closer together. One thing is for sure, the drama surrounding the Kemsleys has only just begun. With the email serving as a turning point in their relationship, viewers can expect more explosive confrontations, tear-filled moments, and shocking revelations as the couple navigates this new chapter in their marriage.